Testing. Hello, I'm your host, Crafty Andy. We're going to do some painting, but first, of course, there's the main channels here, WeirdZoRs and CraftyArts. Whenever videos get finished, whenever projects get finished, that's where they're going to be. Until then, you know, this is just a little hangout chill stream. That's why it's on this channel, Rotten Egg Creations, Crafty Andy Hangouts. I'm calling it right now. Till otherwise something else comes up. All right. That's got some things to set up here real quick. Basically just attaching my webcam and my GoPro. Funny, even when I get up early, I end up starting these around 7 o'clock regardless. I guess it's mainly just because, you know, there's so much shit to do. You know, I got laundry, gotta walk the doggo. It's all good though. Been a busy week. I had a dentist appointment helping out a friend who's training to be a dentist. So I did the first appointment. That lasted till between like 5 to 8 o'clock. And then I did the second appointment. That's between 5 and 8 o'clock. And I got to do a third appointment. So we can figure out the schedule. Because she has to have a teacher evaluate everything that she does, everything that she writes up to check her work or whatever. So yeah, that makes sense. Should have attached this camera first. That goes in just fine. Something's gonna break. God. Here, let's take this off. No accidents. There we go. Try to tighten these down. Not too tight, because apparently they're fragile plastic. Oh, great news. I am going to Motor City FurCon this year. And I'm going to FWA. And I'm going to Anthrocon. And who knows, maybe even MFF again. My favorite con, despite it not being as friendly to live stream there. Believe me, I'll be live streaming at MCFC. Oh yeah, Motor City FurCon, baby. You know, I want to relive some memories. Oh, that's right. I can't put the. Is it me or is that a little stretched? Stretch to fit screen. Let's just fit the screen. Yeah, that was a little stretched. Let's stretch it out. All right. Let's see, flip vertical. Perfect. Okay, so that's how it's going to be, huh? Alright. Enough. I do like that. I know I'm proud of my new layout. My second husband, Kieran, was giving me suggestions, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's too cluttered. I need to make it more concise. So I made my own custom layout. I find it funny, like, the idea, like, one of the things that you have to work on is trying to stick out, and so many people buy these pre-made layouts to the point where, like, everyone looks the same. I mean, even this whole, like, style right here is kind of, like, similar to a lot of other people, but yeah, it's one of the more visually appealing ones, where you have the chat on the side. In my case, I have finished art pieces on the lower left there, showcasing the work. Really, since I have a little static thing there, instead of that, I should just have, like, videos showing up on there. Plain and sign, since I'm in the... I can't really have my face on camera. I do this. Do that. This right over here. Let's lock those down. Just a little bit. There we go, I like that. Okay. Consumed my coffee, I want more coffee though. Alright. Okay, what shall we do here? I want to put more color on this guy first before we start coloring all over everything. I want to probably make these a little more, these claws a little more red, like copper red. That's exactly what it would do. Change my water out. Okay, yeah, it's gonna make him more copper red. Shaking up the paint. Please tell me I don't have to change out my battery. Okay, good. What I want is time-lapse mode. Let's see. Intervals. Do I want? Yeah. Let's do it every 5 seconds. I think this will save some space. Alright, I guess my repair job did good. Lay it in here. I think just a few layers of this will work. For the other parts, I think I'll put a dark red on there. This one I want to end up using a lot more paints because I'm going to go opaque with a lot of it rather than just the washes. upside down again? What the hell? Make up your mind. That's what my friend commissioning this likes it. Been waiting patiently for it, really. But I really wanted to get that video about Magic the Gathering being a scam and Warhammer and stuff. The more I look at that shit retrospectively with the card game, speaking of which, I'll just get into that. The more I kind of hate it. The more I kind of despise it. I just feel like sorry for the people who get wrapped into it so much. It's like these video games for service. It's the same thing, you know. Remember when a game just had like a beginning, middle, and end? You didn't have to do this whole fucking gameplay loop shit. Where the game just kept going on for like decades, and well, at least it tries to go on for decades. I know a whole bunch of them just quit. I don't know, man. I can't imagine what it's like being a developer for like Warframe. Working on the same game for like many years, like an eternity. I think I go crazy. There we go. Oh. One more rip. I want to move on. Let's go up. This part. It's just like tell a story and then move on to the next one. Press here. definitely want to make his jaw a little more separate from the rest of his head. You know, where he looks like an amalgamation of various parts put together. Here. Silver. I want to get these bolts. So anyone who comes across this may or may not know about kiwi farms. Have a very great article that saved. I should have Michael Ringtail go over it on stream. I think that'd be great. But it was pretty amazing. What I should do is find like some good highlights on it, and then I could showcase it on live stream for him. I mean, need some help with that though. I'll get my husband's involved on it and have them give me some good highlights on it. Alright, let's see. Dark gray. On this part right here. Why does it look orange on the camera? That's weird. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, let's get some dark gray on some of these parts. Ah! Scared me, Tucker. Scared me. Why you scare me like that? I'm busting in my room. He doesn't like sitting or walk on the cardboard or the plastic, so he'll just like sit right outside the room and lay down and just wait. Some of the dark areas in here. Love you, Finn. Whoops. Yeah, now the chat spot beeps. Chat bot won't show up. Okay. What next? Oh, I guess we'll get Clank in there. That matches colors. Probably. Hey, Dalen. How goes it? After your contract's up, then what? Gonna renew it or move somewhere else? Or is the idea that they make you a permanent employee at that point? Someone wants to send me a message on Instagram. See, we're a world famous brand of toys and clothing for dogs, cats, and accessories. The Fuzzy Pet Official. We really like your partner, and we believe that he's photogenic. Free gifts to represent our brand. Publish a post with a photo wearing the gifts so we can share them on our 400K Instagram page. Let's see, 1 follower, 0 posts, just made like a day ago. Digital creator, nuclear physicist. Oh, gives away his location in Lancaster, okay. Oh, that sounds like a scam. Like, you don't have a typical username. I imagine they had a background check at some point earlier. I mean, yeah, to get you in the jail service or whatever. Alright. Okay, so start with his eyes. Go to Instagram scam. Oh. I got a message from my sister. Yeah, maybe modifying the coloring book, maybe. That sounds like a good idea. Huh. Alright. Bring me up, Plank. Do the initial layer first. It's all like silver and gray. Damn thing is. And just pour sap in the face. And Codas was stopping. What is Codas exactly? Just strictly law enforcement based background history or something, or what? Ah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Ted Bundy's the next serial killer phenomenon. We just had Jeffrey Dahmer. Next one's the Ted Bundy one, probably. Considering he went after, like... He was, like, high class. Going after prostitutes. And all these women thought he looked so good. Like, oh, I could change him. Yeah, that's why. Yep. Crime college. The way some of these jails are run. Essentially what it is. So much focused on punishment rather than reform. Like even juveniles who are like put in the system for petty crimes, they come out like knowing a whole bunch of other shit they never otherwise would have known. How to make dirty bombs and stuff like that. Essentially not how not to get caught with doing the same crime, whatever it may be. Larceny, petty theft, whatever. Fires here. Damn, that's crazy. Speaking of crazy, I was watching this one guy. He went to the police. I think it was in Texas, that's right. He went to the police to report his supposed girlfriend's father for death threats. He's like, this person threatened me. I want something done about it. And so they asked him what the story was. And he said that he was going after his girlfriend. He was chasing her. Like, what do you mean chasing her? It's like, well, I wanted to show her my song and have her like be a part of my life and be in a relationship, but she started like running away from me. So I like chased her down the block for a bit, like running after her. And he couldn't get he wasn't self-aware enough to figure out like, hey, maybe if this girl's trying to get away from you, you shouldn't chase after her. That's kind of crazy. And what it turned out to be was like he was into death metal, making death metal, and this girl was a coworker of his, and he wanted to like show her his song and his music. And because I imagine because she works with him, she was just being being nice and showing some courtesy. Like, oh yeah, that's a really nice song, awesome, yeah, it's real nice. And he thought that was her being interested in him. And the cops even gave him some pushback, asking him, why did you continue to chase after her when she wanted you to leave her alone? And his response was, well, some girls like that. Some girls like it when a guy is forceful and dominant. And eventually this broke down to, maybe just leave this, not even maybe, just leave this girl alone. Stay away from her. She doesn't want anything to do with you. You get all huffy puffy. This is what it's like to be a man these days. All these women lead you on. It's kind of just like, all right, man. When's the mass shooting? Come on. We need to get you into psych evaluation right now. You need some counseling before this turns deadly, whatever you think you have going on here. Some weird incel shit going on there. Oh yeah, you saw that one? Yeah. I just wanted to show her my song, dude. Yeah, change my battery. One moment, I want to get some more coffee and then change my battery. these messages.
You really think the odd ones...
Yeah. There it is. All right. That laid out. No, come on. Time lapse. Let's see. Just want to. Let's start establishing. Maybe too fast even for me. One second. Oh, I see. Alright, let's try that. Start establishing branch. Ratchet. Branching on Ratchet. Okay. Out. Okay, that's more like it. What we got here. Dark umber. Yeah, one of my jobs, we had a guy like that who had to be let go. Just an overall, weirdo. He's older than me, or as old as me, still relying on his mom and dad for room and board. And one day he just started saying really weird stuff about one of the girls at work. Like, so-and-so, it seems like someone who wouldn't talk if she was getting abused. Trying to hook up with her when she wasn't interested at all. came to a pass when he found out where she lived without asking her or anyone else. And I guess that was like the last straw of that. Like, okay, buddy. Time to vamos. Go. Leave. Never come back. Me and some of my coworkers would escort her to her car. I wasn't there for that part, but yeah, she had to be escorted to her car just in case. You never know with those types of people. Try and put a few layers of gray on here. I don't know, the girl would get escorted to her car because after the guy was fired, it was like, we better. They just want to make sure that he just doesn't decide to show up one day, despite him being fired. You know, show up one day in the parking lot. So, you know, not making sure she doesn't go alone. So she can't get taken advantage of if something were to happen. But yeah, he was taken care of rather quickly at that point. It's been years now, so thankfully you never saw him since then. Yeah, looking up someone's address. Asking them inappropriate questions. Ooh, we got something. Alright. Give me 1 minute here. Want to get this layer down. Parts. Alright. County Attorney Brian McClintier's extreme DUI, not just a regular DUI. Extreme DUIs. What do we got here? Let's see. Any highlights? I'm driving just fine, officer. Oh, hold on. I see there's no audio. I used to work for the county this happened at. Nice. Where is my... That's it, audio input I'm looking for. There it is. That's better.
Brian, what are you doing?
Where are you, man? Just trying to get her home.
So back here, right over here, you were driving on the line, and then when you turned onto Oakmont, when you were trying to avoid me, you made a wide turn and straddled that double yellow line.
Okay.
What?
No, like I said, okay, because that's what you feel.
Well, that's what I saw, Brian.
Okay.
How much have you had to drink? Your driving's not good.
-1.
And you clearly don't want me behind you.
No, I saw you come up fast behind me.
That's always like the most basic bitch move. Like, oh, police is following me. I better just all of a sudden turn here. That doesn't look suspicious. I've seen that happen firsthand too. Some people were throwing some shit out their window, so we, me and my friend were there. We called the police on it, and immediately when they pulled up behind them, the first thing they did was hit the roundabout, or hit a turnaround and go down like a residential area. Like, oops. And we knew, like, oh yeah, that they're done.
I'm disappointed.
What? Want to say that again, sir?
Let me have you step out, please. Wait, I'm giving you another unit. 42, you might want it this way.
This one sounds funny.
You know, growing up, I always...
Later.
Brian, why are you drinking and driving?
Why are you drinking and driving, man? Not cool.
I understand that, but you can't be drinking and driving.
You pulled someone over, they immediately pulled over. The officer and I got out of the car and the driver jumped out and attacked your partner. Damn. Just like that. Wonder if he was a sovereign citizen.
Sorry. So, look, you have to do what you have to do. So,
I know,
get it.
I do.
yeah,
You know, I mean, you guys know me. I don't.
Just had to boost
Yeah.
this.
I know.
Okay. I mean, you know all about DUIs. You know, I mean, your speech is slurred.
Yeah, that guy sounds like a real genius. Wonder what his end game was.
Watery bloodshot, red eyes, strong odor, alcohol.
I don't know about those two things, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go over to the sidewalk, please.
Yeah, nothing wrong with drugs. Another thing if he was on him though.
You have any medical problems?
Yeah.
Anything wrong with your head?
Sorry. So, knee surgery.
You don't want to take your hands out of your pockets, sir?
Twice.
No? You're not going to treat him that way? Because you know him? Okay.
Okay. All right. Can you put your feet together, your hands down at your side?
Oh shit, something happened.
One more time. Well, vertical's not there. Do you think you're able to do the walk and turn in one leg stand? I mean,
Not with my left. No.
no. I mean, I don't want to hurt you, and I don't know if...
No, I'm at.
You carrying right now?
No, it's in the
It's
car.
coming out?
Should have been
Alright, so
patted
you don't
down
think
once
you'd
he
be
got
able
out.
to do a walk and turn in one leg?
No, I'd rather probably take a PBT.
Okay. All right. Just wait right here. I'll be right back.
So my guess is where he tries to fuck take off. time for the breathalyzer. Oh, I thought I jumped ahead and it was beeping.
Yeah, please. Turn this way.
No, he's not in for a good day.
We'll wait until this other one's ready. Well, you can stay over here. We're gonna finish the second breath test, and then because we got 3 minutes for that, and then we'll draw your blood. It's up to him, but you can keep that on for right now. You don't need to.
Yeah, my anxiety's starting to go just by looking at this. Like, what a miserable night. That's what you get for driving drunk, though. Fuck people who drive drunk. Ah, when he gets breathalyzed and handcuffed, that makes sense. Okay.
206. And then
Those people are terrible.
Brian ruined my business and treated me and my family like shit, so I don't wish this upon anyone. May he get help that he needs. Yeah, how is it that he gets a ride home? Yeah, that's a good question. He is an official, so he probably would get out of it. We'll see. We'll see. Depends how many times he's done it. I think this comment hits it home here. I guess you have to be an alcoholic county attorney who cheats on their spouse to get a cop to act civil with you, not try to kill you while giving you a DUI. Yeah, that was like the, there was a police chief that had to, like, step down, because in Florida she decided to, exercise her position on an officer who pulled her over for driving a golf cart out in the middle of the street. She gave him like this real evil looking smile, like, how much do you like your job kind of smile, and then she had to step down. Yeah, this is it.
Joining us tonight, first appearance. Video showed her asking for special treatment during a traffic stop. She and her husband were pulled over for not having a license plate on their golf.
Hey Tucker, it's coming the barge in. Yeah. Come on. Come on. There you go. Comfy. Yeah, that guy.
Car. O'Connor pulled out her badge and told a Pinellas County deputy she was Tampa's chief of police. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank now
Not
takes
anymore.
a look at what comes next.
The mayor said today that she has no regrets. of Police Chief Mary O'Connor over abusing her badge.
I'm the police chief in Tampa.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Is your body cam on?
I don't know.
I remember she mentions that too. It's like your body cam
She
on.
gave O'Connor a second chance after a contentious selection process that highlighted, yes, O'Connor's leadership skills, but also an arrest from 1995, after which the rookie cop was fired and reinstated for battering an officer during a traffic stop.
I think that she was a good choice, and I provide those second
Course.
chances. You can.
Fired and then reinstated. All back in.
Never.
Bears review completed in a matter of 4 days.
All right, now that the paint's dry, I can get back to that. I have to do these in like 10-minute intervals. If I put too much paint on it right away, then it'll just start pulling up the canvas. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh, wait. Say hi. I'm glad you're able to find a nice comfortable seat in here now. That's boy, right?
That's adorable.
That's boy. How does that look? I'm not doing this
Have a daughter and name her.
time-lapse shit then. It was like less than a second. Then put the time higher for larger projects. So do
Which is French for princess.
1 second intervals. Okay. And another layer on here. Oh. Claire wants to have a daughter and name her Kyoto? French for princess. Oh. Well, you never know. I don't know if you can immediately choose the gender, or at least the sex of the child. But who knows? Maybe we'll get to that point. Nope. Okay. Goodbye.
https://www.youtube.com/watch?p2k2c95dt8s*watch. Claire watches that all the time, lol.
Alright, I'll bring it up in a second here. Let me get another layer on here first. Let's see. Orange. Let's not accidentally reveal my code. Yeah, kind of like a yellow orange. So we'll do yellow first on there. Like a deep copper red there. Okay. And these larger areas. Pray for these. Yeah, there was another precinct that tried to rehire a cop that they fired after he gave a homeless person a shit sandwich. Like, I want to know the thought process of this, of taking a log of shit or whatever the hell he had and just putting it on the sandwich. Like, was he like in the kitchen doing that when he made that sandwich up? Did he just like pinch out a log in the bathroom one day and put on some bread? Like, yeah, I like thought this through all the way to that point. Yeah, there's this homeless guy. I want to record myself giving him a shit sandwich. Of course, he got fired, but they try to rehire him like a few years later. Or like, no, 6 months later, thinking they could do it quietly, but immediately people found out and were like, fuck this. Get this guy out of here. The guy who feeds a homeless guy a shit sandwich should not have the authority to kill me. You know? Did he come home and tell his wife about it and his kid? I assume he has a kid. What'd you do today at work? Oh man, I went out in the field and I fed a homeless guy a shit sandwich. Why aren't you laughing? I got a video for you in a second here. My husband sent it to me yesterday. Pretty fucking evil. I think I'm having Michael Ringtail do like Human Watch again, but something I can plan that's a little more edited. Maybe, I don't know. I can't really. I'm kind of more in the lines of making more personalized projects. So right now it's just working on the whole furry Puritan project. It's kind of becoming more about a message about just being yourself, even if you're a weird, disgusting self. Because when it comes down to it, everything should just be live and let live. Alright, let's see how that turned out. I better. Yeah, 1 second intervals. They go down even a half second. I can always speed it up more if I want. All right, let's see what we got. Copyright stuff. Not that it matters right now at this channel. Come on, music. We got a friend who probably like this too. Yeah. Bring on the cat girl. Nicely integrated avatars. Alright, let me bring this up here. I'll try to skip over the Young Turks commentary.
Oh yeah, the cat girls.
You know, in the case.
Oh, hey Tigran, how are you? You're just in time. We're about to listen to something super evil.
Where child abuse is fatal, obviously it's not good for the child, but it's actually a benefit to society because there aren't needed for government services and whatnot over the whole course of that child's life.
That was an Alaska state representative named David Eastman, a Republican, literally claiming that child abuse fatalities could actually have a silver lining, less of a cost on society.
Of course, that's not true because the idea is that if there's an abused child and rather than the state affording benefits, let's just make sure you got this clear from him. If an abused child eventually dies from abuse or kills himself, it's a benefit to society because, hey, the taxes don't have to come out to pay for his therapy or his medical care or go into the system for foster care. So yeah, there's your benefit. Fucking Homer Simpson 15-year-old take. That's like something I'd hear in high school. Like I had used to have a friend in high school that would say such things. It's like when you hear a teenager talk about how we should just nuke X country, whatever it is. We should just nuke it. Problem solved. Just nuke it. Just nuke them all. Problem solved. Like, okay, yes. Every other nation will just stand by while another nation just nukes the shit out of an area. Not be worried at all about what could come next. And here's a guy talking about how what's this lead up to though? That's what I want to know. What does that lead up to as far as like a law or a policy? Why is this even a discussion?
Sexual abuse on children or growing up in.
Let's see.
Eastman was asking a series of questions during this hearing on adverse childhood experiences, such as physical and sexual abuse on children or growing up in a household with domestic violence, okay? Now, he wanted to, and the whole point was to see how it could negatively affect a person throughout their lives. As part of the presentation, documents given to legislators estimated that when child abuse is fatal, it could cost the family and broader society $1.5 million in terms of trauma and what the child could potentially have earned over their lifetime. What, like, okay, can we just let's pause
That's
for a
if they
second.
die.
Why? Okay. Why are we doing a freaking cost-benefit analysis on this? Like what? Like what?
Well, no, I don't think.
that what they were doing was a cost-benefit analysis. I think they were referencing research which tries to give a holistic idea of how devastating.
He's the president and CEO of the Alaska Children's Trust.
Through the chair, can you say that again? Did you say a benefit for society?
Talking dollars. Now you've got a $1.5 million price tag here for victims of fatal child abuse. It gets argued periodically that it's actually a cost savings because that child is not going to need any of those government services that they might otherwise be entitled to receive and need based on growing up in this type of environment.
I mean, it's true they won't need those services anymore because they're dead, but what's the point of this discussion right now? Why are we wasting time in a government setting, in a place that kind of determines policy and law and how we do things and social programs, social benefits, like child welfare in this case? What does that have to do with anything? Are we going to propose the policy that the finishing off policy, the finish him or her? The finish him policy? Finish him. Let's see. Can this kid be recovered? I don't get it.
Through the chair, Representative, I guess that would be the idea, if I can use a really bad analogy, when you hit somebody, you always back up because it's cheaper to insurance. I don't pertain to that, and I'm really, I'm not even sure how to answer that there's a cost saving to the death of a child.
Yeah, that's like there's like a whole epidemic of car deaths in China because if you hit someone with your car, because it's a lot more cost effective to just that they die, oftentimes they'll back up and just ensure that they're dead. They don't have to pay for like any disability or any kind of like cost on them because they put the cost, rather than putting the cost on the insurance, they'll put the cost on the individual who hit them. Something crazy like that. So you create situations where they just back up and kill them.
Impact that has on a family and us as a society when a child is lost, especially to child abuse and neglect, is unmeasurable, and it's hugely tragic.
Listen, I get that we're trying to have a civil conversation here, but how do you? Except he also faced trial last year for betraying his oath to office.
Yeah, he's part of the Oath Keepers too. Go figure. Their leader just got sentenced to like 30 years in jail, something like that right now.
For his role in the Capitol riot.
Considering his age, that's pretty much a death sentence at this point, so that's good for me.
Right, so there's that. Seems like you're a bit of a traitor, and he has shown zero remorse.
Psychopath. I'm not giving a shit about the injured. It's pretty disgusting. Not even just like the injured, not just physically, but mentally too. When it comes to like a child abuse situation. What time is it? I gotta go. I'm gonna do hair here. All it. Have like an Ampercon video for spring. Getting a bunch of clips together for. I'll be going to Ampercon. Every weekend. That's what I think. I'll get back, getting some fast music. I'll make some free montages, hopefully without copyright infringement. Can't get that. It's gonna be a while for him to get down. Oh yeah, they're better off dead. Not even like a point of discussion because it's just like, okay, and what are you proposing? Like there wasn't even a proposition or anything fine to mention. Now that death with dignity is being talked about now, like in Canada, you can actually, depending on what your situation is, you can have yourself euthanized on like a lot of paperwork being signed and agreements. Kind of like if you have like a disease or you're just severely mentally fucked, I guess. Seems like it's going to be a situation where just a lot of poor people or people who just can't afford things off themselves legally. But that's a topic for I guess the only thing that comes in mind with that guy in Alaska is that it's just up to the idea of just cutting all these benefits. Cutting off food stamps, cutting off care more, Medicaid more. Because hey, you know, it's more cost effective if they just roll over and die. Why do we have these government programs to help them? It costs too much money. No, that's what the taxpayers are paying for. That's what it's for. Tax dollars are not just for the military. The idea is that you pay for programs that take care of your roads and public transport and your mail. Because we can't privatize everything. And you can try. I think I like what happens. What we have going on with these private prisons. Cost the government all this money because they design around it to try to keep them in jail as long as possible because the private prisons make money for people in there. Alright. I'm gonna call it for now. Me get washed up and I'll be on tomorrow. Good night and good luck. Thanks for coming by, Tigrin, Dalen, here. Love you. Yeah, just more money going in the fat cat's pockets. Exactly. Bye-bye for now.